right now, it sure looks like TB12 has the old leg up on his former team. Now, you could say that they have, oh, yes, they do. You could say that they've put together the NFL version of a super team.
Yeah, they have a much better roster.
Well, they've been putting together even better since Brady has arrived. When Brady arrived back in March, a gift on Dick Vitale's doorstep in Tampa, that he was just like, okay, we'll hook him up with Arians, and there's Evans and Godwin. First sets of Pro Bowl teammates at the wide receiver position since Kurt Warner had Anquan Bolden and Larry Fitzgerald together in their Super Bowl run from a decade ago. Okay, there you go. And a defense that putting it together last year with Todd Bowles coordinating, and okay. And then we see what happens. Just the mere fact that Brady's not going to throw 19 pick sixes is good enough. And then Gronk comes out of retirement. And then Leonard Fournette gets cut by the Jacksonville Jaguars. And now Antonio Brown. And I will say this about Antonio Brown. I've said it here before. I will say it again. When I first met him, it was on the set of Thursday Night Football after he, I believe in year 2, was beginning to ball out and give credence to the Steelers front office sense that Mike Wallace wasn't worthy of the long-term contract at the receiver position. But this kid from South Florida who had to go prove himself at Central Michigan University to be drafted in the 5th round of an NFL draft and begin to ball out in a Hall of Fame type manner. We didn't know at the time when he showed up on Thursday Night Football, but he was somebody who had it. There was a light on. I don't know what's going on with his light now. It's been blinking, flashing red for a couple of seasons now. And everybody who is involved in this, I adore. I adore the general manager of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who's been on this program a handful of times, Mr. Light. I love Mr. Arians as well, the coach, B.A., who has received awards for his literal awards for his sensibilities in terms of hiring women onto his staff, in terms of women's issues, women's rights. He's been at the forefront of all that. TB12. My gosh. I look at him and my kids wear Brady jerseys because my wife grows up in the Massachusetts area, and when we start having children and they love Tom Brady and they want to put the jerseys on, and even though I'm a New York Jet guy, I don't want child services to come take them away from me by demanding they root for the Jets while Tom Brady is winning all those championships for my wife's team. Would love it for my children to grow up like TB12. I just hope Antonio Brown is worthy of you being the latest to put your reputations on the line for him. And I hope this guy who showed up on video barking at the mother of his child in the most profane manner in front of his children, one of the most disturbing videos I have seen, to stink up my social media timeline. I hope that guy has, as Bruce Arians said, matured. An interesting word to use for somebody who is a 30-year-old. I hope so. I hope so, because the Bucs are a team to root for. I'm enjoying watching them. The way that they played football the last 2 weeks, the way that they started dismantling the Packers, handing them to date their only loss. Green Bay bounced back, and that's no surprise. I told you in my 4 downs last week to just chill out, relax. I'm not surprised about that. The way that they balled out defensively, and that led to the offense beginning to come around. And then yesterday, a 40-burger, and Brady at age 43 putting up 45 points, accounting for 5 touchdowns, 5 of them, 4 through the air, dropping dimes, throwing darts, finding receivers, throwing them open. My God. 23-year-olds can't play like the 43-year-old is right now. I hope for his sake and Arians' sake and the Glazers' sake I hope for everybody's sake that they are putting aside everything we saw from the frostbitten feet to the craziness with the helmet to what happened with supposedly, reportedly, allegedly, or we see it in texts, what he was doing to somebody who he was in his employ. Horrible stuff. Awful stuff. Second chance, third. This is like his 19th chance. So I'll sit back and I'll see, and I hope for the Bucs' sake that what I'm seeing, and for everyone else's sake, and for Antonio Brown's sake, quite frankly, because I heard it from Michael Irvin at the end of the set yesterday on game day morning. Kudos to Brady for sticking with this guy and giving him a chance. And Arians is all about second chances. The number of times that you hear about this is all about second chance. It's not a second chance. It's literally fourth, fifth, sixth chance. He's supremely talented. He's a Hall of Fame wide receiver. Brady, no doubt, sees the window of opportunity here for him to win one more, certainly with New England down in the dumps. And you can't sit here and think he's not somehow, some way, small piece when it's an all quiet time hooked up to sodium pentothal, not thinking that's about right without me being there. He's seeing this is a chance to do it. And add Antonio Brown. Scotty Miller made an incredible catch because Brady threw it exactly, on the spot. A perfect, beautiful throw to the back of the end zone. Scotty Miller made this catch. I'm assuming that's where Antonio Brown's going to be.
Yeah.
Right? And I honestly, I'm not, again, an all-22 guy, but I'm assuming they're not taking Godwin or Evans off the field. And they're not taking Gronk off the field. Who are they take off the field?
Yeah, these other guys. But they don't need him.
You know what? You could say you don't need him. Brady, and even though I know Arians said this was a team decision, Brady had nothing to do with it. It's not a Brady thing. This is what I also have seen in the last 2 weeks. This is Brady's team now. He's comfortable there. He has, I think, the play set up the way he wants it. He's got the situation set up the way that he wants it. He has fully redecorated the new house and is feeling at home. He has done it. He's purchased the new home. He's moved into the new home. He's rearranged the furniture in the new home. He has set everything up. He's gotten the Wi-Fi in the new home. He's gotten the home office in the new home. He's got the kitchen the way he wants it.
Brought his knickknacks
He's got everything all set up. He's comfortable in this home. And what makes him feel the most comfortable in this home is adding Antonio Brown. I think. And I hope for everyone involved that it doesn't wind up the way the Steelers, Raiders, and Patriots felt when he showed up and then departed. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.